He has my purse, he has my phone. The reason why I jumped in your truck was to get away from him. Kicked this chick out of my truck last night, and I saw her on the news this morning. It's a crazy story. I was sitting at a red light. I just left Jason Outings bar in downtown Nashville, and this chick just jumped straight in my truck like I'm a Uber, and she's like, go, go, go. Now, you know, I wasn't intoxicated or nothing, but I wasn't thinking clearly, and I'm from the ghetto, so when somebody jumps in your vehicle and says go, like, your first instinct is like, all right, there's some imminent danger, I should go. So I took off with this chick in my truck that I had no clue who she was. So I'm driving down the road, and I'm talking to God, and I'm like, Lord, I appreciate you answering this prayer, because she was really hot. I said, but I asked for the money prayer first. Like, ain't there a queue system? Like, Lord, how do you keep this stuff organized? So I look over at her, and I'm like, well, I ain't gonna be able to keep her without the money, so this is a completely wasted prayer. I want a refund. So we get about a block and a half from where I picked her up, and I stop at this crosswalk. So I look over at her, and I'm like, you got to get out of my truck. And she looked at me in such an innocent, angelic voice, and she was like, my ex-boyfriend's trying to me. He has my purse, he has my phone. The reason why I jumped in your truck was to get away from him.
Cashville Comedy's story is both hilarious and shocking, but it's about to take a mighty turn when the girl admits.
So I was like, well, where was he when you jumped in my truck? She said, in the truck behind you. No sooner than she said that, on my window, I look over, all I see is chest. Built chest. Like, it ain't no scrawny chest. I have to crank my neck to look up, and he's mean mugging me. Get her the out of your truck. And I look over at her, and I was like, you know, a vital piece of information to our survival would have been that the mother was behind us before I stopped at a crosswalk. Now, little did this man realize I've been a GTA 5 online player for over 5 years. He picked the wrong one. I gunned that motherfucker and did a donut around his and took off the other way. She was like, oh my God! I was like, girl, don't worry. I've done this 1,000 times.
Cashville put his GTA experience to good use and got moving, and this high-speed chase was only going to end one way.
I immediately opened up my mini-map. I said, hey, Google, navigate to the nearest police station. I started looking at the map, following the arrows. I took a left, a right, and a right, and right there was the police station. Just like the game. I was so proud of myself. I was like, girl, go into the police station. I was looking at the map. There was no red circle. He was nowhere in our area, so we were good. And she went in the police station, and I went home. I would have went in with her, but I had some and stuff, and, you know, I smelled like alcohol where somebody, you know, spilled a drink on me at the bar. Craziest thing about this story is I look on the news this morning, and this dude had actually murked her boyfriend down on Broadway in downtown Nashville and forced her in the truck. So needless to say, I saved her life. Now, I ain't trying to call myself a hero, but I mean...
Now that is how you tell a story. As you can imagine, Cashville's comments section was flooded with comments, with many people trying to figure the whole thing out. One person wrote, I listened to what happened 3 times. I have no idea what the news said about what happened with her. Well, he did mention that the man chasing her had already committed a few pretty harmful crimes, but we're just glad that she got out of the situation to tell the tale. Another viewer wrote, you are a hero. She was in a vulnerable situation and you came through for her with flying colours. And we couldn't agree more. This is what humanity is truly about. And finally, one person left a comment saying, it's the awkward rubbing behind the ears as if he's embarrassed that told me this story was already going to be hilarious. So what would you have done in this situation? Let us know in the comments section below. And as always, thank you for watching Happiest. If you liked this video, then do be sure to follow our other social pages for more content like this. And of course, if you have any of your own videos that you would like to share with us, be sure to send them in.